If a woman don't walk in your crib and notice the things that you need, if she walk in your crib and your crib like disorganized and not clean a little bit, and she don't clean your crib, she ain't the one for you. She is not the one. If she don't come in the crib and wash your clothes, fold your clothes, she is not feminine enough. I don't want her. If I'm sick and she can't tell me or try to heal me back to life with her affection, with her love, with tea, with food, I do not want her. She is not it.
Now notice, he said, if a woman walks inside of your crib and realizes that your crib is a little dirty, he didn't say flat out nasty, he didn't say filthy or anything like that. That's what he said. She ain't the one for me. And he also said that if she does not understand what I need, she ain't the one for me. She doesn't know how to basically look at the small things of what's needed in my life that I need a helper for, a helpmate for. This is what I'm saying is that I don't want around me. And this is how a lot of people feel. You know, I think this thing is one-sided because old boy is speaking with a delivery that turns a lot of women and chicks off. But here it is on the other end. If you look at it on the other end, women come with needs as well. And there's certain things in their lives that they expect to be done. And if they don't get that need fulfilled, you won't be the one for her. Like if you come inside the crib and you notice that she has, you dig an old girl, you done already went inside the guts. Let's just say that, because he didn't say how long he was with the woman. He didn't say that this is your first time walking inside the crib. See, that's what went over a lot of people's heads. See, when somebody says it this way, especially if it's the guy, it goes over a lot of people's head and they immediately get emotional about how he said it, but not really listen to what he said. This is why they go into the whole thing of, well, get you a mother. This is what your mother is for. But if we're working on a relationship and we'll work on building together, and I walk inside your crib and I see that you got a dresser that's halfway done. You got the drawers on all backwards, and I choose to get up in there, get up in the bed and do what I do and walk out. I ain't the one for you. I'm sure a lot of y'all would say that. If I hop inside your car and that car break down and that tire blow out, I'm pretty sure y'all gonna run off and say, a lot of y'all gonna run off and say, I may not be the one for you. You're gonna consider me a dusty. So what I'm saying is, look at the message for what it is. This is the program that he has that he feel like is tangible for his needs. And there's nothing wrong with that. And to be honest, it's how a lot of dudes think. And he also brought up being feminine. Look, we can say the whole masculine, feminine thing all we want to, but at the end of the day, we want what we want and we need what we need, okay? So it's easy for a guy to walk up in your crib, don't touch those little things and overlook the little small things, and then he'll bust out and say, well, that's what your daddy for. Well, what we need each other for? What are we building on? We might as well just go ahead and just do the do for one night, do the do for a couple weeks or a couple months. Not, we don't owe anything to each other and just remain single. The needs are the needs. And to be honest, if I had a daughter, I would most definitely tell her, look, you are not a slave to anybody, but there are certain things that you should go into life with. Certain things you should learn inside this house that I should teach you, your mother should teach you. So before you go out into that world, you already know what you possess, but you understand that, look, I can touch on these little things, and if you don't see that, and if you don't get that, and if you can't understand the fact that I'm pouring into you a little bit, I ain't saying I'm giving you the whole ocean. I ain't saying I'm giving you the whole world. I'm just doing those little small little things to show you that, look, I got the resume. If you want the rest, come holler at me, buddy. Show me something, or put a ring on, or whatever the case may be. You got a whole leg to stand on. I would be glad to send my daughter out that way. But if she's going inside of a man's crib, and my son is going inside of a woman's crib, or whatever, or he brings a woman to his crib, and there's certain things that's off that should have been taught in the crib or by the parents, or you might have learned it from the parents or the grandma and them, but you decide to do your own damn thing, man, leave them folks alone. It don't matter what, it don't even matter who it is, a man or woman, it don't matter who it is, leave them folks alone, man. You know, you don't deserve to be around them and they don't deserve to be around you. So this ain't just a one-sided thing. This is really something that, you know, that people need to understand. Like, look, although delivery might not be the best way, it might not be the best way, but understand the doggone message and learn how to put yourself in them shoes and understand what's conducive to you. You feel me? So look at it that way instead of jumping on old boy's case, because I understand in this day and age, people gonna jump on you for everything. And I pray that y'all don't, you know, y'all don't get the idea that I'm looking at this like it's one-sided, because it's not. And I really don't feel a type of way. But obviously this has rung a lot of bells. It's making a lot of people emotional. And there's always a way to conduct how you feel about things, especially after you process it. And listen to somebody with a sound mind. That's all. So you need what you need. Period. And when you don't get what you need and somebody's in your space, I don't think that you would be too peaceful or be too at peace with that for a long period of time. And if you are going on with it and it's disturbing your peace, it's you at that point, not them.